So in this video, we're going to talk about some of the dangers posed by earthquakes, as well as some of the things that people sometimes can do to help lessen the risks of them. One thing that is commonly done to help reduce the damage from earthquakes is what's called reinforced concrete. All right. So whenever you are building certain types of structures, a lot of times you use concrete, which is essentially it's like a liquid rock that will harden. You'll see it used a lot in roads and in different buildings. And one thing that you often see is that before they pour the concrete, they will put these types of metal bars in there, and this is what's called rebar. And when you pour the concrete around that these bars make the concrete a lot stronger, and they can resist a lot of the shaking that normally happens when you have earthquakes. Another thing that you might see in a lot of areas that have a lot of earthquakes are shock absorbers that are put into the buildings. All right, so this would be a space between floors. All right, and like the entire floor, above this that's supported by this structure right here, has got this shock absorber right here. And so you could imagine if there was an earthquake, the building could flex a little bit up and down and not break. One thing that also helps with earthquakes is how you build your house. One of the major dangers from earthquakes isn't necessarily the shaking itself, it's the fact that the shaking can cause certain types of buildings to fall over. All right. And in certain parts of the world, a lot of the houses are made of stone walls. All right. And the problem with that is stone cannot bend that well. All right. So when an earthquake occurs, a lot of times these stone houses will collapse, and that can trap people underneath them. All right. One thing that helps in earthquakes is if houses are built from wood. All right. And wood is, first of all, it's very cheap to build with, but another benefit of it is that it's very flexible. All right. You can take a pencil and you can actually bend it a little bit before it would break. All right. So if this house that's made of this lumber right here were to shake around, even though some of the walls might develop cracks, the house would still most likely survive because the things that are holding up the ceilings are made of these, which can bend when they shake around. One of the really important dangers that can occur from an earthquake is what's called a tsunami. All right. So a tsunami is it's a very large ocean wave that's caused by an earthquake. All right. So this here's a little diagram right here. Imagine if there's a fault line right here, and one of these slabs of rock slides relative to the other. All right. Well, what that's going to end up causing is a little bit of the water above that gets pushed up. All right. And that little mound of water is going to travel outwards in both directions. All right. And these things move incredibly fast, between 300 to 600 miles per hour. All right. Thing is, if you're a ship floating out in the ocean here, a lot of times you barely notice this. It'll go by you. But when these waves get very close to the shore, they're huge, and the water can rush miles inland. And a lot of people are killed by these. Oops. This diagram right here shows a little bit of the diagram of what happens when you get the earthquake, where you can imagine one of these blocks of rock gets pushed up. That pushes the water above it up, and then that mound eventually wants to fall back down, and that sends out a wave in both directions. Another danger that can happen in earthquakes are landslides. All right, we studied landslides in the previous chapter, and imagine this hillside right here, which is fairly steep, and imagine it's rained a lot recently, and that loosens the soil a little bit, and then all of a sudden, remember, you need triggers to cause those landslides to occur. And the shaking of the ground by an earthquake is one of those triggers that can cause that to happen. And so even, if you're living in these houses, you can see these houses down below the hillside. They might have been fine because of the shaking, but because the shaking caused the hillside to give away, they ended up getting buried. And so a lot of people can die um, from that event. All right. One other thing that can happen is fires. All right. And this is something that's unique to modern life. In cities, we have gas pipelines. All right. So like if you have gas heat in your home, you've got a pipe that brings that heat into your house. And whenever you have earthquakes, a lot of those pipes can break, and that puts flammable gas out into the atmosphere, and that's a all it needs is a spark, and you've got a really large fire. And they're very hard to put out because there's not really a way to put them out unless you've installed valves to be able to cut off the gas supply. All right, so that was one of the major dangers caused by a pretty famous earthquake, the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. It was actually the fires caused by the earthquake that caused a lot of the damage.